It's time to step into the boots of a dinosaur army general as you lead your troops into combat on the plains around the Great Volcano. This classic 90s chunky plastic dice rolling game is going to see you competing against your rivals, try to eliminate each other and have the largest army remaining. And with some strategy, some planning and some luck, it could be you. Let's learn how to play Battle of the Dinosaurs. Lay out the board on the table and put the plastic volcano into the matching holes in the centre to lock in place. Choose your playing colour and take a matching army, which will consist of a Platosaurus, your general, 2 Tyrannosaurus Rex, 2 Triceratops, 2 Pterodactyls, 3 Stegosaurus, and 4 Velociraptors. Give each player 3 lava rocks and place the remainder in the volcano lake for now. Do not place them in the top of the volcano yet. The board's divided into 9 separate regions of 18 squares. Each player chooses their starting region based on the player count. 4 players uses the 4 corner regions. 3 players uses 2 corner regions on one long edge and the central region on the opposite edge. For 2 players, you use 3 adjacent regions on opposite edges. You can decide which way you want the board to be. Each player takes one of the army reference cards. Any not used can go back in the box. And then all the remaining cards will get shuffled to form your deck of action cards. So 6 to each player to start the game, and then the rest gets put to one side. After players have checked their starting hands, they can then choose to arrange their pieces as they want in their regions. Players assemble their armies simultaneously with only 1 dinosaur per square. Finally, each player rolls a combat dice, the highest roll going first. Reroll ties. To play Battle of the Dinosaurs, each turn you're going to play 2 or 3 cards out of your hand of 6, resolving each card fully before we move to the next. To start with, you'll be playing 3 action cards every turn. However, if your general falls in battle, then you're only going to play 2 action cards a turn. Once you've played all your action cards, draw back up to 6 in hand. And then all played cards will just go into a communal discard, and if your deck ever runs out during the game, just shuffle the discard to refresh it. There's 4 types of action cards to play in the game: Dinosaurs, Jokers, Lava, and Extinction. Once you play an action card, you've got to completely finish it before you can play the next one. However, you can also choose at any point to spend a Lava Rock to replay the card as if you've just used it again. You only get to do this once per card, and it doesn't count as playing a card, just repeating the action. So you're still going to play the rest of the cards like you would in full. And as said, you need the Lava Rock to do it. Anytime you spend Lava Rocks, drop them in Volcano. Either they'll come out or they won't. If it doesn't come out in the lava pool, that's intentional. Right, let's get on to what these cards do then. Dinosaur action card. All the pictured dinosaurs in your army get to take an action. They either get to move or they get to attack. At least 1 dinosaur picture on the card needs to take an action. In addition, your general can also choose to take an action whenever any of your dinosaurs do. The general doesn't have their own specific card. When you play the action card, all of your dinosaurs choosing to move have to move before you get your chance to attack. When moving, the dinosaurs move up to the number displayed on the card. However, they cannot move diagonally, and even though you can jump over your own units, you can't finish on the same space as any unit, so you have to finish in an empty square. The one exception are your Pteranodons, your flying units. They can freely move over the enemy units as long as they finish in an empty square. But no units, not even your flyers, can move into or over any spaces contained by the volcano. Now time for attacking. Like movement, you can't attack diagonally, so if you want to attack you need to be adjacent. Each type of dinosaur always rolls the same amount of dice to attack or defend. Your reference cards will show you each type of dinosaur, and when you play dinosaur action cards it also has it on there as a reminder. So how combat works: the attacker goes first, and they roll the amount of dice as dictated by the card or via the reference. Then they get 1 option to reroll. So for each dice you want to reroll, you spend a Lava Rock and get that. Unfortunately, you only get 1 round of reroll, so you're stuck with what you rolled if you roll again. Finally, you add the number on the card, and that's your attack total. Once the attackers had their go, then it's the defender's turn, and in much the same way, they'll roll dice equal to their species. and then they also get an option to spend lava rocks to reroll if they want to. However, they don't have any cards to add a bonus, so the defender's always at a disadvantage. And finally, once you compare it, the losing dinosaur gets removed from the board. And then just to note, regardless of the dice pitch on the card, your general always rolls 3 dice whenever they choose to attack. Regarding the general unit, regardless of the fact that it's got all these pieces, it just counts as 1 dinosaur. So if your general gets felled in combat, you remove the whole unit. Joker action cards. These just show a number. When you play a Joker action, you choose the type of dinosaur you want it to be. I.e. you could go, I want it to be my Velociraptors this turn. Everything else will remain the same. With your move, you'll use it for your combat. You need to move at least one of these dinosaurs, as well as the option to move your general, or attack with either. If you play a dinosaur card and you no longer have any of that dinosaur species, then you play it as a Joker. So yellow's got no Tyrannosaurus Rex, so if they played the Tyrannosaurus Rex card, they could use it as a pterodactyl card, for example. And something else to note, with the lava rocks, you repeat your exact action. So if yellow played that as a pterodactyl, they couldn't then spend the lava rock and repeat the action as Velociraptor. They'd have to do exactly what the action was they repeated. Extinction action cards. These show a species of dinosaur, and all players must roll a dice for each of those dinosaurs to still have the board, including the player who played the card. Any dinosaur that rolls a blank has perished and is instantly removed. You can play this action card even if none of the dinosaurs exist on the board. Ideally, you want to play it when your opponents have these and you don't. And on a quick side note, we've been playing a variant where you can always just spend a lava rock to re-roll your extinction roll, which we found just a bit more interesting. But entirely up to you, that's not the rules there. Then the last action card is lava rocks. Obviously, through the game, you're spending your lava rocks into the volcano. Beginning with the player who played the lava rocks card, all players will take a lava rock from the pool one at a time. You keep going until the lava pool's empty, so some players could get more rocks than others. There's no limit to the amount of lava rocks you can have at any one time. Just like with extinction, you can still play the lava rocks action, even if there's no lava rocks to take from the lava pool. As soon as one army gets eliminated from the game, then the remaining players count up the amount of dinosaurs they have, and whoever has the most amount of units on the board is declared the victor. Remembering, of course, that the general only counts as 1 unit. However, if there's a tie, then the tie players will keep going until someone gets the advantage. The final thing to note is the 2-player variant, where during setup each player gets 2 colours of units for their armies. While playing this, any dinosaur card you use will let you move units of both colours of your army with each card. There was one thing that's not explicitly stated, that I'm not sure about, but it doesn't actually state when you play that if you take 2 generals or just play with the 1. But when we did that, we only used the 1 general just because it eliminated any sort of questions about when you drop down to only playing 2 action cards. And that's all you need to know to play is like the Dinosauria, or the Battle of the Dinosaurs. If you're still here, thanks for watching and sticking around. There'll be links popping up so you can follow any more videos about the game or any more videos in the series. I was here, thanks for watching, hope to catch you soon.